Ashe Boru, Ashe Boya Boshishe. This is part 7 of our video series. After Obatala was healed by orunmila, his disciples, Obatala exclaimed and told everyone and all the children of Ifa, "May the greatness of God accompany you forever. Death had me at one moment. I saw him in my dreams, but it appears that I will live a long time." Everyone were jovial and happy for his recuperation, and orunmila stated, "In the most elevated mystical places, there exist 3 benefactors. After a fatigue that has happened, culminated by the creation of the first ancient human beings on the planet Earth. I saw this as I meditated. To my surprise, before any difficulties, creation was able to be completed. But you, Obatala, will endure many generations in the future. You will demonstrate an abundance of great example in virtue and sacrifice, because you are a God, son of the elect, son of Olofin. You have came to earth to suffer the vicissitudes of life, of the spirit, of the common spirit, for the good and well-being of the community and the people." With eloquence, orunmila expressed himself with a profound admiration that he exhibited. The people were intrigued by his eloquence and wisdom and his supreme understanding of different dialects. Later on, orunmila solicited to hear and speak to the king, Inle, who generously has allowed him to be in the kingdom, patiently waiting for orunmila to enter to his kingdom and his throne, and waiting for his presence. Inle gave him a tour of his kingdom and expressed how his society has been organized. Without first saying this, orunmila told him, "My respects, powerful Lord," exclaimed orunmila, inclining in a form of humility, "that the gods favor you in your wonderful kingdom." This is what he said before the great presence of the young king, Inle. Orunmila understood that this king was an elder god that has been reincarnated through him. The king, Inle, said, "Welcome are you and your disciples, where you will have hospitality and admiration for demonstrating your virtues in my kingdom." Then orunmila told Obatala, "I'm greatly relieved to see that you have recovered. The sadness has overtaken me in my chest as I desperately worked to remove death from the palace." The king, Inle, rose from his kingdom and fraternally showed him respect to orunmila. This is according to the sacred binary patterns Odu of our lineage of Lukumi Fa Kuba. After many days that orunmila and his disciples were in the kingdom of Inle, they marveled by the organization of the country and the village and the way society was organized. Their diet was mainly fish, and the women worked extremely hard in the Niger River to extract this. Also, there is a lot of agriculture and an abundance of food among men and women, and the food was evenly distributed house to house. No one suffered hunger. Everyone observed the system of of how they organized this society. Many people labored. Immediately in the morning, the king asked orunmila a series of questions, primarily questions regarding ancient Egypt. Orunmila spoke to him about Egypt and of the culture of Ifa, and how his intention was to teach Ifa throughout the rest of the world. Inle, in tune with what orunmila was telling him about the kingdom of Egypt, told him this: how did Egypt, the kingdom of Egypt, no longer is in power as it was before? What happened to this majestic place? Orunmila replied and said, nothing material has continual life. This is a decree by the wise God Olodumare, the supreme God Olodumare. Even the great pyramids with granite stone and perfect measurements constructed from the ancient places of my land will also have their final moments. Only the spirit is immortal, because it stems from the origins of all things, and in time it will transcend time and space. Orunmila also taught Inle a field of interest, which was medicine. Inle loved to learn about medicine. Orunmila answered all the questions. He said, the divine is incorruptible in its nature. Even with time, human beings are destined to be constructed by the beneficiaries. If there are malevolent entities or negative energies, such as apita, or energies that can create disbalance, such as asowano or shakwata, which, if there's a disbalance, can attack the spirit in the astral realm, or physically influence the body, where sicknesses could stem from it. If we don't reflect on the origins of things, it will be difficult to cure others. If a person lives a pure life mentally and physically, it's how he's able to liberate himself from these astral attacks in the future. Inle said, how could there be pardon when we suffer human suffering? How could we alleviate ourselves from human suffering? Orunmila said, when help arrives, it's fruitful and it's unending. If there's no way to alleviate a person's suffering, at least it serves as an experience for them who attempted to help them. They learn something from this experience, even if they don't completely heal them. Only the priests of Ifa are able, through secret rituals, eliminate the negative effects of the astral realm due to an ancient establishment with the benefactors in death. The priests of Ifa and other deities also have a similar virtue. In the same light, those who help the sick with great faith. Inle was impatiently trying to know more. The teacher said, even if the great Baba Obatala was sick, this was not far from the truth of the reasons why he was sick. The minister of Ifa arrived to your land to demonstrate that although we're mortal, the spirit is superior, and through you there are gods that have been reincarnated from ancient times, yet you do not remember. The deities reincarnate with special virtues and attributes, but also those who are physically incarnated, if they don't live righteously, could suffer the karma. But the value of Ifa never ceases to be in all time. In this dialogue between orunmila and Inle, there's a constant dialogue where orunmila revealed millennial secrets kept secret by the sacred energies. He bestowed the secrets to the king Inle. Inle was forever grateful and began to help many kingdoms and send many of his disciples throughout different parts of Africa, further to the Niger River, to the Congo River, to Nagos, to Arara, Benin, and to Togo, and other parts of town where people were being healed by the knowledge that was bestowed by Orunmila, and noted that there was a family whose the father was Oduduwa with his disciples, who will also continue the great faith of Orunmila and spread the culture of Ifa, or Abonidengun, as many people recognize it and know it. This was the days in which Obatala, with happiness and joy, mentioned to everyone, including Inle and Orunmila and everyone that was present. In a great festivity and party, he announced, "Blessings to everyone, generous town. I was sick at one point, and Orunmila came from Oyo to Ife for many days and nights to bring me healing. May blessings arrive in everyone's head that's present. May everyone have long life and be fruitful with wealth and strength. I'm forever grateful." At the end of this discourse, everyone applauded, and there was a great celebration of joy. This is according to the traditional lineage of Ifa and Cuba.